Ladies and gentle people, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the trials, tribulations, and adventures of Zigimkai Dukan. Checking, yes, all the settings seem to check out. Excellent, excellent. On the last episode, as the summary here displays, we arrived, or our hero rather arrived in Ostagar as the Grey Warden's newest recruit. The King's army and all of Ferelden's Grey Wardens have gathered here to face the dark spawn surging up from the south. So here we are in the Grey Warden's encampment. Off to explore the encampment a bit before we see Alistair and continue on our quest. Oh, that's the Tower of Ishal, which will also come back later in the game. Oh, is that the wilds? Apparently we're not allowed to go here. Hello.
Today, 2 units of men arrived every hour, and they expect to double that tomorrow. Still, the Tairn worries that may not be enough.
Goodness. Ah, yes, and the king, well, he seems like a good-hearted fellow. He seems to mean well. And he just seems a little overly focused on glory, or perhaps his idea of war is a little overly glorified. So let's face it, it's a bloody fucking mess. Pardon my French, but so it is. Wow, this wall is so flipping huge. There's trees growing on it. There's trees growing on the wall. Maybe this wall was built onto a cliffside or something. Because it is huge. Alright, that's pretty rad. And I must say, I like the look of this sword. So I had that in World of Warcraft, where the more basic weapons often I found looking better than some of the more extravagant late-game weapons, because they just got so ridiculous. Where are we? Where are we going? Oh, we want to go there, apparently, because the encampment's also there. Right. Before I derp out again. Yeah, oh yeah. There must be some quests and interesting things to be had there. This really is huge. Look at the size of that thing. Fortunately, we're not on a Death Star trench run here. Indeed.
Hail, you must be the Grey Warden recruit that Duncan brought.
Indeed.
This place hasn't seen such bustle in centuries, I'll wager. Need a hand getting anywhere?
Oh, that's mighty friendly of you. Well, yeah, sure.
Used to be a fortress long time ago, so I understand. Back in the days when the Wilders used to invade the lowlands. You were just on the eastern side of the ruin. The Tower of Ishal is there, but Tairn Logains closed it off until the battle. This side is the King's camp. We've got the Grey Wardens here, the Circle of Magi, the Chantry. You can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody important.
Interesting saying. Is that dogs?
This is Ferelden, isn't it? The king has his kennels on the west side of camp. Stinks from all the hounds. These aren't cute puppies, though. Some of those dogs bite the darkspawn and get too much of that blood in them. It's like poison. Slow, painful death. Terrible.
Aw. Puppies. The Circle of Magi.
Mages, yes. They even brought those creepy quiet fellows, the Tranquil. Gives me the shivers when they talk, all cold and even. They're to the north of here, bunched up with a herd of Templars glaring at them. Can't miss it.
Alright, thanks.
Good luck to you then.
Thank you, sir. Ostagar. Hey, a codex entry. Holy monkey balls, that's long. Well, I'm gonna read it, and feel free to skip through this section with the right arrow key to skip ahead 5 seconds at a time, if you please. But I'm gonna at least quietly read it quickly. Representing the furthest Or of course, if I go through it too fast, feel free to pause it, which I tend to do when someone is reading a thing out loud. Wow, 4 centuries. Ah, so you're suggesting it was created with the help of magic. Well, I guess that would make sense. The ancient Winter Imperium, which is apparently no more. Do wonder if that'll come back, or if that will just remain history. Because in some BioWare RPGs, these ancient empires later turn out to be important.
I'm sorry, but the mages must not be interrupted. Their spirits are in the Fade.
The what now?
The Fade is the realm of dreams and the land of the dead, or so the mages tell us. Regardless, they are not to be disturbed, not even by Grey Wardens.
As you wish. What's it with being so overly apologetic? Oh, hello.
Greetings, young man. You are Duncan's newest recruit, are you not? He's not a man easily impressed. You should be proud.
Oh,
Allow
verily.
me to introduce myself. I am Win, one of the mages summoned by the king. Well met, and good luck to you on the battlefield. To us all, in fact. The king must always seem confident. His behavior affects the troops' morale. He does seem to find his enthusiasm easily, though. Reminds me of a puppy. And I say that with both respect and affection. He is a fine man. To defeat the Darkspawn, we have to work together. It's not an idea everyone seems able to grasp. Stragglers, yes. Not the vast horde the scouts speak of. I wonder, how much do you know of the connection between Darkspawn and the Fade?
There is a connection?
It's home to many spirits, some benevolent, others far less so. At the heart of the Fade lies the Black City.
Ah. Yeah, the Black City was mentioned in the introduction, I remember. It was the Golden City that the human mages in their hubris and arrogance sought to overthrow, or rather sought to own and claim as their own, after which it became the Black City and the corruption happened and these mages became the first Darkspawn, or some such.
Some say the Black City was once the seat of the Maker. But when the mages from the Winter Imperium found a way into the city, it was tainted with their sin. That taint transformed those men, turning them into twisted reflections of their own hearts. And the Maker cast them back to the Earth, where they became the first Darkspawn. At least that's what the Chant of Light says.
Is that true?
It may be allegory, meant to teach us that our own evil causes human suffering. Or it may be true. It is as good an explanation as any for now.
Or a bit of allegory and a bit of truth, I suppose, as in many things. I suppose it is something to ponder.
Yes, occasionally it's wise to contemplate one's actions. But I'm certain Duncan has more for you to do than talk to me.
Die in this battle, and when you stand before the Maker in the land beyond the Fade, he shall not...
Codex entry Unwin. Fair enough. Do not go quietly into that good night. And all that. Rage against the dying of the light. Alrighty. So a person who did not wish to work in the upper echelons, but rather remain in the field. Ah, interesting. Bit like Captain Kirk, who never wanted to be promoted to Admiral. I think he briefly was an Admiral, he just didn't like it.
So,
Well,
any
some...
last wishes I can help fulfill before you head into battle? Life is fleeting, you know. That pretty face could be decorating some darkspawn spear this time tomorrow. Shall I take that quiet glare as a no? Oh, well, too bad. Well, you're not what I thought you'd be.
Who are you? What did you think I'd be?
Not a dwarf, yet here you are.
Indeed.
The name's Aboth. It's about bloody time you came along. I was beginning to think they cooked this ritual up just for our benefit. I happened to be sneaking around camp last night, see, and I heard a couple of Grey Wardens talking. So, I listened in for a bit. I'm thinking they plan to send us into the wilds.
Oh, verily. I guess we'll see. That wouldn't frighten me.
Cannibals, beasts, witches, and now darkspawn. What isn't to be scared of? It's all too secretive for me. Makes my nose twitch. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Like we have a choice.
Well, it's not like getting scared of it's gonna help anything. So I'll face it with our visors closed, but our armor's closed up nice and tight. And our awareness open. And I do find that joy for living is a much better motivation for staying alive than a fear of death. Are they forcing you? What is this?
I've got nowhere else to go after what Duncan saved me from. Anyway, I expect it's time to get back to Duncan. That's where I'll be if you need me for anything.
Fair enough. Ah, so you too got shaved out of a shitty situation by Duncan, huh? The Quartermaster. Well, curious what he has to say about dwarves. Let's save just in case. Hello.
Have you seen an elf running about? Young woman, red hair, carrying a suit of chain.
Can't say I have.
Blast it. Where did she go? That suit better be patched up when she gets back, or by the maker up. No.
Hey now.
Pardon my manners. My troubles are no concern of yours, I'm sure. I'm the Quartermaster. Did you come for supplies?
Could that be a
I'm
quest?
sure you have better things to do than run errands for me. I can find them myself. Arms and armor, for the most part. It's for the King's men, but you Grey Wardens can buy what you need for a modest price. I also have some goods on the side I can provide. Strictly off the record, of course. To keep morale up, you understand.
Fair enough.
So long as you keep it quiet.
Yeah, fair enough. Magical goose. Well, I guess we'll find plenty of helms and things soon enough. Mabari Crunch. Ah, the Warmth Bomb. Resistance to fire. Might prove useful when, if there are any actual dragons to be faced. Oh, that's a pretty steep price, actually. So if we didn't start with our extra bonus money, that would be a hefty price. So here he sells the big potions. A maul. Oh, it doesn't even do as much damage as my greatsword. I guess we can take the benefit and get one. Get one and we have one of those.
Hello again. Is there something you need?
Let's see what you
Let
have.
me know what you'd like.
In the regular stuff. Ah, that's where he sells. Oh, those are much cheaper. Well, we'll just spend this extra money a little frugally, but let's just consider it a boon. Get me all your health pots. Oh, and... well, I guess I can metagame a little bit. We're not running into mages yet, so no need for those yet. Ah. Now that is good. And thanks to our extra sum of money, that is a convenience we can afford immediately. Excellent. That's just convenient. That's the great convenience, is that a little extra starting gold can afford you. Which I always enjoyed in World of Warcraft as well.
May you find favor in the Maker's
Get, take 2 gathering professions, sell all your stuff on the auction house. Nurse. Saying prayers. I wonder how much good that'll do. If there's enough power and focused intent behind those words, then possibly. If not, then it could just be empty words. Alright, oh yes, there was, as I recall, a quest with the kennels. Infirmary, we're in the infirmary. There's the dog. Duncan's fires, dogs. Dogs.
You there, elf. What's your name?
It's Pick, sir.
Go tell Turnlogane that the war party's ready to begin scouting. We'll send word if we find anything amiss.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir.
Wait.
You're the dwarf who walks with the Grey Wardens. A respectable decision.
Who are you?
Some, like all Ash warriors, our training originates from the dwarves. Is there something you wanted? We have no time for idle chatter.
Ash warriors.
My thanks. There is hunting to be done, and I'll not be kept from it.
Okay. I guess. Wasn't there a puppy-related quest here? Well, maybe not yet. Guess I'll, maybe we can chat with Duncan a bit.
You found our tent, I see. Is there something you need?
I guess I'm ready to begin.
Then you will need to locate Alistair and tell him it is time. I'm not certain where he went off to. Knowing him, I'm not sure I want to know.
Alright. Maybe I should, ask a dude.
Greetings. King Kalen is not in his tent right now?
Okay.
I suppose I do. Though he's spending most of his time with the Grey Wardens. He rides with them wherever they go, in fact. Turnlogane sees the king whenever he can and argues with him over coming battles, but the king just waves him off. The king wants to end the Blight with a single huge battle the bards will sing of for centuries. Do you think that's possible?
We shall see.
That's how the Tern feels. He'll do what the king wants in the end, though. The king thought it was funny the Tern called him reckless, and they fought about the queen.
The queen?
She's the Tern's daughter. He wasn't happy about something she did or the king did, I'm not sure. I probably shouldn't discuss it.
Alright.
As you wish.
Alright, fascinating, fascinating. The king is having arguments with Turnlogane. Now where the monkeys is Alistair?
Soldiers of Ferelden. My sister and
We met the Quartermaster, we bought a backpack. Yeah, basically we want to get backpacks wherever we go. If you have an opportunity to buy a backpack, then it's strongly recommended to get it if you can afford it. Looks like I found him.
What is it now? Haven't Grey Wardens asked more than enough of the Circle?
I simply came to deliver a message from the revered mother, Sir Mage. She desires your presence.
What her reverence desires is of no concern to me. I am busy helping the Grey Wardens, by the King's orders, I might add.
Should I have asked her to write a note?
Tell her I will not be harassed in this manner.
Yes, I was harassing you by delivering a message.
Your glibness does you no credit.
Here I thought we were getting along so well. I was even going to name one of my children after you. The Grumpy One.
Enough. I will speak to the woman if I must. Get out of my way, fool.
That could have gone better.
You know, one good thing about the Blight is how it brings people together.
Oh, that's a terrible thing to say. Sorry, what? I'm not sure I know what he means.
Oh, nothing. Just trying to find a bright side to all this. Wait, we haven't met, have we? I don't suppose you happen to be another mage?
We haven't met.
And that makes you Duncan's new recruit, I suppose. Glad to meet you. As the junior member of the Order, I'll be accompanying you when you prepare for the joining.
Alright, pleased to meet you.
Right, that was the name. There haven't been any Dwarven Grey Wardens in some time. You must know a lot about Darkspawn.
I guess I fought a few in my time.
I never saw one before this began. Hard to believe most folks here think the Darkspawn disappeared after the last Blight, when your people still suffer every day. Anyhow, whenever you're ready, let's get back to Duncan. I imagine he's eager to get things started.
Let's go. Oh, right.
With the mage. The circle is here at the king's request, and the Chantry doesn't like that one bit. They just love letting mages know how unwelcome they are, which puts me in a bit of an awkward position. I was once a Templar.
The mage hunters, or the mage, or rather the Templar are the fanatical knights who watch over and police the mages.
I'm sure the revered mother meant it as an insult, sending me as her messenger, and the mage picked right up on that. I never would have agreed to deliver it, but Duncan says we're all to cooperate and get along. Apparently they didn't get the same speech.
Right, that's not very clever, antagonizing the people you're supposed to ride into lethal battle with. Alright, let's go then.
If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, lead on.
Oh, you're in my party now. Excellent. What do you got? Some basic gear. Runic worry token. Willpower and mental resistance. Well, let's hope that provides resistance against the worrying. Alright, Mr. Tank, lead on. Alright. That's a cool sun emblem. Sun emblazoned shield. Now, that way. Forward. Shield cover. Let's see, we put our defensive abilities a little further back. And does have upkeep, alright. Missiles. Oh, that's a bit of a situational ability. Basic attack with the shield, plus some crowd control, and double the strength bonus, apparently. Oh, that's with shield mastery. Alright, gotcha. And more damage plus crowd control with the shield. Excellent. Let's see, we sure there was no puppy-related quest? Maybe that will come later. Like, hey man. Oh, here we are.
This isn't good. I hate to waste such a promising member of the breed. Are you the new warden? I could use some help.
What would be the problem?
This is a Mabari. Smart breed and strong. His owner died in the last battle, and the poor hound swallowed darkspawn blood. I have medicine that might help, but I need him muzzled first.
Alright, I'll give it a shot.
Go in the pen and let him smell you. We'll know right away if he'll respond. Let's hope this works. I'd really hate to have to put him down.
Oh, you puppy. Woo! Oh, ill puppy. Put the muzzle on. Why would I kill it? Plaintively.
Well done. Now I can treat the dog properly, poor fella. Come to think of it, are you heading into the wilds anytime soon?
Quite possibly.
There's a particular herb I could use to improve the dog's chances. It's a flower that grows in the swamps here, if I remember. If you happen across it, I could use it. It's very distinctive, all white, with a blood-red centre.
Ah, I see. White with a blood-red center. Well, that seems obvious, because the wilds are fucking dangerous. Alright, let's ask the practical question.
It grows in dead wood that collects at the edge of ground pools. Should be plenty this time of year.
Dead wood at the edge of ground pools. Alright, I'll see about it.
Good. In the meantime, I'll begin treating our poor friend.
Hey, if we're there anyway. With a war party, might as well. The Mabari Warhound. Indeed. Sounds like they're good boys, good puppies, good dogs. Oh, for reference, I can, if I affectionately call a dog-like creature a puppy, I can call any dog-like creature a puppy if I mean in an affectionate way. Or like, if I'm excited to see a dog-like creature, I want to greet it affectionately. Puppy! Puppy! Cerberus! Well, if Cerberus is looking rather fluffy and cute, or rather awesome today, puppy! Big puppy! Mabari Warhound, puppy! Strong puppy, but still puppy. All dogs can be puppies. No matter how big and strong and amazing and loyal they are, they can all still be puppies. I can still affectionately refer to them as puppies, although it's not always wise to refer to them as puppies out loud. But a good dog. Indeed now. Alright, quest. The Mabari Hound. Yeah, by all means. And a little bit of a spoiler here, the dog is a potential party member. Although in the late game he seems to taper off because he only has a few equipment slots.
You found Alistair?
We are ready.
Good. I'll assume you're ready to begin preparations. Assuming, of course, that you're quite finished riling up mages, Alistair.
What can I say? The revered mother ambushed me. The way she wields guilt, they should stick her in the army.
She forced you to sass the mage, did she? We cannot afford to antagonize anyone, Alistair. We don't need to give anyone more ammunition against us.
I apologize, Duncan. I'll go collect who we're missing. This is Sir Jory, a knight from Redcliffe.
How'd you do?
And this, of course, is the recruit that Duncan said he was bringing.
The new guy? Well, that sounds a bit self-derogatory. Either self-derogatory or a bit, stupid. Yeah, that's me, the new guy. But I am Zigimka.
Now then, since you're all here, we can begin. You four will be heading into the Kokari Wilds to perform 2 tasks. The first is to obtain 3 vials of Darkspawn blood, 1 for each recruit.
Alright. What do we need that shit for?
For the joining itself.
Pardon my French.
I'll explain more once you've returned.
What does that stuff do? Okay, the second. Well, yes, that is dangerous, obviously. I suppose, but I reckon...
There was once a Grey Warden archive in the wilds, abandoned long ago when we could no longer afford to maintain such remote outposts. It has recently come to our attention that some scrolls had been left behind, magically sealed to protect them. Alistair, I want you to retrieve these scrolls if you can.
What kind of scrolls?
Old treaties, if you're curious. Promises of support made to the Grey Wardens long ago. They were once considered only formalities. With so many having forgotten their commitments to us, I suspect it may be a good idea to have something to remind them with.
Indeed.
It will be an overgrown ruin by now, but the sealed chest should remain intact. Alistair will guide you to the area you need to search.
Alright, find the archive and 3 vials.
Watch over your charges, Alistair. Return quickly and safely.
We will.
Then may the Maker watch over your path. I will see you when you return.
Alright. Oh. Goodness. Level up! Woo! Let's save that game. Ostagar-Camp. Level up. Level 3. Strength. 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 A skill expert combat training. Oh, that requires a degree of cunning, Alright, I'll bear that in mind. Then again, that could be worth a few points from strength into cunning. Social skills are important in these games. Let's see if that gives us a desirable outcome. Ah, yes, this requires the 3rd tiers require the expert, but we're not ready for any 3rd tier yet anyway, so... Well... Ah, so that's a mode. I think, yes, let's go for another active attack first. Mighty Blow. Deeps. Alright, and with that level up, we are at the this seems like a good place to conclude this episode. Let's see, does my software? Yes, it does show for how long I have been recording. Well, with that said, this seems like a good place. 32 minutes and 25 seconds in seems like an excellent place to round up this episode. So, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed this content, please hit the like button and to encourage me to provide more content. And if you enjoy my content even more, you can also hit the subscribe button, of course. Thanks you for joining us on our journey. See you next time. This was your Captain Gimli. Out. Have a good night.